Life's just a game. We all wanna win.
Hello everyone, it's Jason. I'm going to do a little quick video on the Bulking Skull expansion pack for Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. So if you didn't know, there was a comic book series where Bulk and Skull ended up becoming Power Rangers for a short while. If you're not familiar who Bulk and Skull are, they are the like the bullies from the original series. Big fat guy, skinny little guy. They gave the Power Ranger. They gave the teenagers of the Power Rangers all a bunch of problems, and they're always trying to find out who the Power Rangers were. And then during the storyline, they became Power Rangers themselves. They became the Purple Power Ranger and the Orange Power Ranger. It's not something that lasted more than I think that issue. So these are kind of like fun, sort of like jokey or oddball cards. They can play seriously with all the rest of them, but they kind of had funny effects and stuff. Here are their figures. Bulk and Skull. So we're going to look at each one a little bit closer. So you have Farkas Bulkemeyer. His special ability is Big Bully. Once per battle, you may verbally insult one enemy card, then discard one card from your hand to deal 1 damage to that card. So this is one of the things where lots of games do it. They try and add doing stuff verbally or physically to the game, or adding like extra number, like half numbers to a game. You kind of make it like a joke or a goofy character, so they're not taking it seriously. But it can be played. You could. If you really want, you just skip the verbally, but basically you're discarding a card to deal 1 damage. So that's not that bad if you got one final hit to defeat something. Oh, he rolled bad. Now we can do it. So we'll just kind of set him up here. He has his almighty Bacon-O-Don. So this is his Zord. Exhaust this card when any ranger suffers damage to increase the damage by 1. Then deal 3 damage to an enemy card of your choice. So, basically he like, you assume it's like him running into like one of the, like, trying to like, I need to be in front. He bumps past one of the other rangers, deals extra point of damage to him, but then hits the opponent for 3 damage. So it's kind of like a little risk-reward thing. So that is his Zord. Now we're going to look at his cards. So a 2-cost Power Bomb. So it does 2 dice worth of attack. After you resolve this attack, flip this card into the combat sequence from a height of at least 12 inches. When it lands, deal 3 damage to each enemy card it touches. So again, it's kind of like a dexterity thing you got to play around to do. He's going to have Hip Check. 3 dice worth of attack. After resolve this attack, suffer 1 damage for each 0 rolled. So it costs 0. It could potentially do very well. You could roll 6, potentially, maybe 3. Also possibly all zeros. But for every 0 you do, he's going to do 1 extra damage. So it's kind of like him being goofy. Bends over to look at something, hits an enemy from behind. So he's got 2 of those. And we have Fist Bump Strike. 3 dice, costs 1. So offer a fist bump to another ranger in your location. If they accept, deal 1 damage to an enemy card of that ranger's choice. So again, 1 cost to potentially do 3 dice worth of damage, with the option of basically doing 1 extra damage. And again, if you really don't want to do the physical action, just, tell your team that's not what you're doing, people you're playing with. It's not for everybody. Fight Dirty. So this is a reaction. Play this card when another ranger suffers damage to increase the damage by 1. So again, it's him dealing damage to a fellow ranger, but You roll 2 dice and then deal that much damage to one enemy of your choice. Just kind of, again, bulk, sort of trying to be the spotlight. You can hit one of the other rangers to get in there. So it's cockroach combo. So you guys 2 dice. Another ranger may discard 1 card from their hand to add 2 dice to that attack. If that card is named cockroach combo, add 4 dice instead. So this is like, where all the other rangers usually have like power blaster or something like that to kind of, it's the same, like it's the only card that all the rangers have that's the same. This is what Bulk and Skull have. They have the cockroach combo, so they can, like one of them uses it, it can be very good, but all of them can work together and do a really good attack. So they potentially do 4 dice for 1 guy. And then his final card, which there are 2 of, this is maneuver. So Big Pig Energy. Gain 1 energy. Next time you perform an attack during this battle, add 2 dice to that attack. After you play this card, place it on top of your deck instead of discarding it. That's kind of helpful. You can keep getting it back quicker. Alright, so that was Bulk. Now let's look at Skull. Eugene Skullovich. Wingman. Once per battle, when another ranger defeats an enemy card, you may offer them a high five. If they accept, that ranger may choose 1 card from their discard pile and return it to the bottom of their deck. So basically, it's the sidekick. You defeat a guy, and high five, you get you an extra card. And so that can actually work very well with bulks if you play them together. So if you insult an enemy card, discard 1 card, you can deal 1 damage. If you use that 1 damage to defeat one, he could turn around, high five them, and he could put that discard 1 card they discard pile, possibly the one they just discarded, back on the bottom of their deck. So you can really work together as a good team. He has the Feather Dactyl. Exhaust. This card allows any ranger to choose any number of cards from their discard pile and return them to the bottom of their deck. That ranger then must discard equal to the top cards from their deck. So it's a give and take, but if you have, I need some defense, you can put some defense cards back in the bottom, and discard some other ones knowing you have some high defense in there. Or if you I really need to get to this one specific card. Alright, his cards are Power Nap for 2. Maneuver, roll 5 dice. For each hit result, any ranger may choose 1 card from their discard pile and return it to the top of their deck. So basically, Skull here is a good support class. High 5 strike. 1 die worth of attack. Offer a high 5 to another ranger in their location. If they accept, that ranger may immediately play 1 card, reducing its card by 1 cost. So that could be helpful. You get to do some damage, plus you can play another card and cheaper. But you can't ever go below 1, so. Finger Guns. Special attack. Point at 1 or 2 enemy cards and say pew pew. This attack deals 2 damage or 2 hits divided as you choose between those enemies. So you can do 2 or 1 to 2 different targets. Good way to finish off enemies that you couldn't defeat. So again, he's maybe not the forefront, he's the pickup guy. Fight or Flight. When this card, play this card when any ranger suffers damage to flip a coin. If heads, deal 2 damage to an enemy card of your choice. If tails, reduce that damage by 2. So 50-50, either potentially defeating or doing decent amount of damage to an enemy card, or disabling someone else. And then here's his cockroach combo. So he gets 1. And then his last one, which he has 2 of, is Shanxi Chop. A 0 cost 2 dice attack. Before rolling, choose odds or even. If the number of Hits results matches your choice. Gain 1 energy and return this card to your hand instead of discarding it. So it's always going to do at least two guys worth of damage. You just potentially have a chance of gaining energy back. So yeah, I mean it's interesting idea. Alright, so that was Bulk and Skull. Power Rangers expansion is currently available on the Renegade gaming site, their website. I don't know if it'll hit too much official release because it is kind of like the fan expansion. If you've been following along with my other Power Ranger videos, they will be coming out Kickstarter. They just kickstarted the first half of Phase 2, which has the Zeo Rangers, and the Tommy pack, which will have 5 different Tommies. The green and white, so if you didn't get them through the original Kickstarter, that'll be your way to pick those 2 up. Plus, you'll also have the black one from Dino Thunder, the red Turbo Ranger, and an enemy, which is the evil Black Ranger. So it's kind of cool. The Kickstarter, if you got it, you might still, depending on when you watch this video, you might still, late 19, early 2000, you might still be able to get a pre-order on that. And it comes with the Gold Zeo Ranger. They're also releasing a Mega Golgar giant figure like the Cyclopsis and Megazord. Alright, that's all I got. Catch you guys later. Bye.